Hello everyone, this is Jackson100 and welcome back to another video. Today I've got a deck profile on a Hanzo Paladin of Felgrand. That's what I call the deck. So I wanted to make a deck with Hanzo and Galaxy Soldier. Do not question why, I just wanted to. And decided that the best cards for this would be the new dragons, because they work well with both of them. Because Hanzo I can go for this, and then I can summon them, and then this lights, so I can discard them. So starting off. Got one copy of Felgrand, the Great Defiant Dragon. So it's the monster removal for the big dragons. So when they summon from the grave, I can target a monster my opponent controls, or one in their grave, and then banish that. And the second effect is that it gains attack and defense equal to that card. Well, the second part of this effect gains attack and defense equal to that banished monster's level or rank times 100. And then this works out with the second effect, where if it destroys something by battle, I can specially level 7 or 8 dragon from either player's graveyard. So this is basically like a mini monster reborn, but just only for the level 7 or 8 dragons. So now I can go like steal my opponents, or I can take mine, or whatever, and then get the triggers from them when they're summoned. It's got copies of Dragon Spirit of White, so when it's normal or special, I can banish a spell or trap my opponent controls. So this is better than the other two, because it triggers whenever it's summoned, not when it's summoned from the grave. So I could go like Hanzo, get the Super-Transformation, then set this, and then flip it up, get rid of Hanzo and one of their monsters, and then I can summon this, and then banish something. So basically I got two things in one play. And then it also works with these cards, which makes it a bit easier to summon than these, but I want to run 3, but I think it's probably going to be a bit cloggy, especially because now already I always seem to like draw this and like a White Dragon Ninja in my opening hand all the time, so I'm playing with like 3 cards. It's pretty annoying. And I feel like I've had 3, it would happen more often, but then maybe it's just like a ygopros shuffling and being really bad, and maybe it wouldn't happen IRL. But, 3 is maybe something I'd like to do, but I'll see. Got one copy of White Dragon Ninja, so it can't be special apart from with the Ninjitsu Art cards. Normally just going to summon this by, ninjitsuing with Hanzo. The reason I'm running it is because you can do some cool locks with it. So if you safe zone it, the possibility is that spell and traps can't be destroyed, so safe zone can't be destroyed. And safe zone's effect is that the White Dragon Ninja can't be targeted or destroyed. So basically, unless they distribute it with a kaiju, or if they're playing something like Badolce, so they have Tiramisu, or if they're like playing like Watt, so they can direct attack. Basically, they're not going to be able to get over this, and I can just sit here, put them in defense mode, or attack mode if they play piercing damage, and just literally sit there and watch them as they deck out, because they can't do anything to stop it. It also works really well for Vanity Emptiness, because it stops Vanity Emptiness from destroying itself, so my player can then special summon, so I can still make my plays now, which I wouldn't be able to do normally with Vanity Emptiness, but then my opponent can't, so unless they can get rid of my guy with like a trap or a spell, or a monster effect, I'm going to be able to sit here with Vanity Emptiness them for days, and if I have like all 3, that's even worse for my opponent. So they can only play with like Watts or something with like direct attacks. So I got one copy of Arkbrave Dragon, so if it's special from the grave, I can banish all face-up spell and transfer opponent controls, so I can get rid of those pendulum scales, and refill spells, and continuous spell and traps, so any equip cards basically. And it gets 200 attack and defense for each card banished this way. And then during the standby phase after the turn after it's sent to the grave, I can special a level 7 or 8 dragon from my grave, so again it's just another way to get them back, like a Felgrand. So I've got 3 copies of Galaxy Soldier. So it's basically what you use to summon Infinity. If you discard a light, you can special discard defense, and then you can add another one of him, so you discard again, special, boom, and then you can go for Nova, and then you get Infinity on top of that. Basically it's just another way to get rid of the guys out of my hand, which is sort of annoying me. It's annoying me when I draw them, because I don't want them in my hand, and Galaxy Soldier gets rid of them. Got one copy for Koa'ki Drago. So basically what it does is light and dark monsters can't be specialed. So this is sort of like a mini, like an over extra Vanity Emptiness. It's good against like Burning Abyss, Cosmo, ABC, this deck. So obviously it sort of hinders you a bit, but it's fine if you get a board up already and then summon this guy. It's like Vanity Emptiness, you get a board, then you play it. And will be destroyed in the end phase though, unless I reveal something. Like a dragon, that's what I mean. Let's just say if I reveal a dragon, it'll be destroyed. So, I have quite a lot of dragons, so it's unlikely that I will have one to reveal. I've got 3 copies of Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo. So when he's summoned, I can add a Ninjitsu Art card. So
Basic Super Transformation is what I'm running. And when it's flipped or special, I can add a ninja monster to my deck apart from himself, so it's unlikely, but maybe I could add White Dragon ninja, so I can maybe like a Galaxy Soldier, Twin Twister, or whatever, if I need like things in my hand, like if I call the Haunted in the back, then I can get, a card to discard, basically. I'll call it Dragon Knight of Creation. So the reason I'm running this is because if I try to Super Transformation, and for some reason my opponent's monster doesn't get Super Transformed, so if they like lance it, or like it's not on the field anymore because it like compels to read it or something, I only have 4 stars to work with, so I need a dragon to summon, and this is one of them. You can also summon Drago with this. This is one of the main option, because sometimes Drago will like screw you over if I want to go for like more plays in the turn. So, what this does is, if I destroy an opponent's monster in battle, I can get a Foolish Burial basically for my level 7 or 8 dragons, and then I can also send a card from my hand and get rid of this, and then I get to special level 7 or 8 dragon from my grave, so again, it's like another way to summon stuff back. So to go to Paladin of Felgrand, so when it's normal or special, I can equip a level 7 or 8 dragon from my hand or deck to this card, so it gets the stuff from my hand, or like a Galaxy Soldier, gets the stuff from my deck onto the field, so then pretty much in the graveyard then. And when it's equipped with a equipped, it's unaffected by other monsters, so you can like get rid of it for something like a Farfa, etc. And I can also attribute this to another monster to especially level 7 dragon in my grave, so it's another way to summon things. So I've got 2 copies of the White Stone of Agents, so during the end phase, if it was sent to the grave this turn, I can special employ from my deck, so this, and then I get to banish a spell trap. And I can also banish it to add blue eyes from my graveyard to my hand. So it works with a Galaxy Soldier, because if I ditch it with Galaxy Soldier, I can special the blue eyes in the end phase, or I can banish this to add a card to my hand to get more fodder for Galaxy Soldier. And lastly, the monster got 2 copies of Sage with Eyes of Blue, so when it's normal, I can add a level 1 Light Tuner, so basically the White Stone of Agents to my hand, or a Vela or anything else, and I can also discard it to get rid of an effect monster to special a blue eyes monster from my deck, so this guy again. And these 2 are also tuners, so I can go for my Synchros if I wanted to. So 2 copies of Gospel of Revival, this is the actual monster reborn on the deck. So I get 2 special level 7 or 8 dragon from my grave, and then if a dragon type monster I control will be destroyed, I can banish this instead, so there's protection and some monster reborn, which is pretty good. I've got 1 copy of Raigeki, just to destroy things. 1 copy of Reinforcement in the army, so I can add Hanzo or Paladin with this. Got 1 copy of the Claw of Hermos, so what I can do with this is I can send either a dragon to summon this card, or a warrior to summon this with it. It's basically just another way to get things in the graveyard. 1 copy of Foolish, just to put stuff in the graveyard again. 1 copy of Diamond Core Koa'ki Meiru, this is me add a Koa'ki Meiru Drago. And I can also banish it, and for the rest of the turn, Koa'ki Meiru monsters can be destroyed, so it'll be protected from like traps my opponent tries to use, unless they banish it or something. And then, like in the end phase, I won't need to reveal because it won't be destroyed because Diamond Core protects it. So, like, maybe if I don't have a dragon in my hand, it'll give me 1 turn to draw 1, or maybe if I don't want to reveal it in my hand, I can, just use this instead and try and mind games my opponent. Let's see if the spells I got 2 with Twin Twister, just to get rid of any spells or traps. Then I can also discard something with it. It's just another way to get things out of my hand. Got 2 copies of Drowning Mirror Force, just to, sometimes this card's just a complete blowout. So just went straight off with this card, just shuffle everything back. Well, even if I got like 1 thing, just get rid of it. Got 1 copy of Starlight Road. Twin Twister is a card, and Starlight Road stops that. And this is particularly annoying this deck because I've got like Super Transformation, so I flip this up, then my opponent's like, ha, Twin Twister, get rid of 2 of your cards. And I'm like, oh god. And then it stops the transformation from working, which is annoying, but then I can go Starlight Road. They discarded the card, and then Twin Twister is gone, and I can special summon the Starlight Dragon. And maybe if I get like Raigeki or something, I can, still use Starlight Road on that. So I've got 1 copy of Vanity Emptiness, just to, stop any special summons. Again, same thing as before. When I summon White Dragon Ninja, I can sort of just do a lock with it. Got 1 copy of Safe Zone. Again, basically just for the White Dragon Ninja lock, but then, I can like protect something I have and then try and like stall out with it until I can get like a play going. Got 3 copies of Ninjitsu Art of Super-Transformation, with Hanzo. And then basically what I do with this is I send Hanzo and a monster on my opponent's side of the field, and then I can have a special aid dragon, winged beast, or dinosaur monster, whose levels are less than or equal to the total levels of the grave. So if I send like a 4 and a 4, I can go for my 8. Send a 4 and a 3, I'd go for the 7. If I'd send any less, I can go for my 4s. Got Call of the Haunted, just to, it's a bit more flexible than Gospel of Revival. So just summon anything back. And I got some Brigade of 2 Notice and 1 Warning. First strike, I got one coming with Chimeratech Fortress Dragon. I do have another in my side. Basically, this is just because if I run core, as I run core, just to get rid of any like machine decks, just get rid of them. Got one copy of Red Eyes Black Dragon Sword, so I summon this with the Claw of Hermos by sending Dragon to the grave. So if it's specialed, if any of the cards that you summon with this is specialed, they have to equip them to something. So it's not good to use if my opponent has something on the board and I don't. So it's best when I have something on board, or I have nothing on board because I can just get the monster. So basically I equip it, and then that monster gets 1k attack, and then it also will get an additional 500 attack and defense for each dragon type monster on the field or in the grave. So it's pretty easy to get to like a 5k attack or something if I equip one of my big dragons. And I got one copy of Goddess Bow, which is what I summoned with warriors. So when I equip it, it gets like the effect of Tachyon Galaxy Dragon, where the first effect my opponent controls during its battle phase is negated, and then my monster can make 2 attacks. The Synchros, I got one copy of Blue Eye Spirit Dragon, so it's got some really good effects. The first effect is no play, I can special summon 2 or more monsters at the same time, so no pendulums. Do a guy of player's turn, when a effect in the grave's activate, I can negate it once per turn. And then during a guy of player's turn, I can tribute this to special a light dragon type synchro from my extra deck in defense, but it gets destroyed during the end phase. So I can summon with that is a Stardust Spark, or a Moonlight Rose Dragon, or Black Rose Moonlight Dragon is what I've decided to run. So I'll go with Stardust Dragon. Again, so I see Starlight Road, although you can summon it with like Arkbrave and then Tuna. I'll go with Stardust Spark. Most of them running it for the Spirit Dragon, although you can summon it with again the 7 and the Tuna. Basically, the reason I'm running this is because either I can use this to special this and then use this to protect something else I have, or I can use this in the end phase to protect itself from Spirit Dragon's destruction effect. So say they try to remove my Spirit Dragon, I can just tribute it for this instead. So it's basically just a second chance of living, basically, in a way. And I got a copy of Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, so this is basically just like makes the last effect a trap, because when it's specialed, or when a level 5 or higher monster is special when it's on the field, I get to bounce a special summon monster my opponent controls. Although it will get destroyed at the end phase, because of the Spirit Dragon's effect, I just get to summon it and then bounce something. And I got one copy of Armades just for, a 4 and a 1. Got one copy of Divine Dragon of Felgrand, just check things. One copy of Alcei, the Sylvan High Potenter, just to spin things, or I can try and mill things, or answer things to my hand if I want to try and make a legitimate guess. One copy of Cyber Dragon Infinity, so something with Soldier, go for Nova, and then Boom. And then, pretty good card. Got one copy of number S39, Utopia the Lightning. That's when it attacks, opponent won't get any card effects until the end of the damage steps, so stuff like BA, etc. And then I could also make it 5,000 attack if I wanted to run over something big. Got one copy of Cyber Dragon Nova, so you summon with Infinity, although you could also use one of its effects in this deck. If you assign in core, you can attach the deck with 0 to target Cyber Dragon in my grave and special it. So I can special core back if I wanted to with this. Got one copy of number 39 Utopia, which is normally just what you just go for Utopia, then go for that. Although, maybe you can use it for stall if you wanted to. Unless I got one copy of Castel, the Sky Blaster Musketeer, just to bounce anything. For the side deck, I got one copy of Jizukiru, the Star Destroyer, in Kaiju. Star Destroyer in Kaiju. So, the reason I'm running this as opposed to 3 Gamma CLs is because if I set in Cyber Dragon Core, I also set in Cyber Dragon Cyber Repair Plan. And this will allow me to search this card. So, and then another thing I can do is summon Core, and then special this to my opponent's field, go the other way around. And then, I can go for Chimeratech then, so I can use this to remove their monster, but then I can also remove the Kaiju with the Core. And I got 2 copies of Gamma Seal, the Citadel Kaiju, which is a bit weaker, so I could get over it with some things. Then it's also level 8, so I can go for a Synchro of it, if I summon it to my field. And I got 2 more copies of Koa'ki Drago, so just the same thing as the one in the main deck. Got 3 copies of Cyber Dragon Core. So it's normal, I can have a Cyber spell trap, so I can add this card when I normal summon it, so I'm running this. And then this can also search a Galaxy Soldier, which is pretty good. And then if it's in the grave, I can banish it, special another Cyber Dragon monster from my deck, so I've sort of summoned itself, which is just, makes it just a bit better than regular Cyber Dragon for summoning Chimeratech. And then, I just use the summon Chimeratech, basically. Got to go to Effect Veiler, which is searchable with Sage, so basically it's the way to get any monsters. But this is the way to negate any monster effect that I want to on my opponent's field, so maybe find just anything I need to negate, I'll sign it in. And I got another copy of Chimeratech, just because I want everything in my extra deck to be in there. I thought we'd just sign the Chimeratech and then take Goddess Spell out or something, not useful. Got one copy of Cyber Repair Plant, again I can search this with Core, and I use it to add either Core, Jizukiru, or Galaxy Soldier. Then I could also maybe use a last effect to take out a Light Machine and then shuffle back into my deck if I wanted to. It's very likely I'd use that. I got one copy of Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. It's just another, it's just a Dark Hole if I wanted to sign it in. But then I could also go special Jizukiru and then Gamma CL to my opponents, and then run over that, so I have a big guy. And then I can also use the effect to banish to the last Gamma CL. And last I got to go with Xyz Universe. So basically just send 2 Xyz monsters on the field, and then I can special a monster, Xyz monster that's not a number, with either equal or 1 less rank than what I send. So if I send 2 4s, I can summon an 8. Or if I send 2 3s, I can summon Nova, and then I can put Infinity on top of that if I wanted to. This has been the deck profile. This has been Jaxie 100. Signing off. Have a good day.